Afternoon, everyone. Middle. If you need French, I'll be in there. You have all those. Afternoon, everyone. We have the usual 15 minutes with Anthony. So we'd like to start with Keith down the front, please.
Hi Anthony, how you doing? Nice to see you. Manager speaking there, saying that the journey over was a little bit difficult and the wait in the runway. How was it for you guys as players ahead of what is obviously a big match tomorrow?
Yeah, it's all right. It's just one of them things. It's not ideal, but it's not a disaster. You sat on a nice, comfortable plane, so I don't think we can complain too much. But we was there for quite a long time.
How are you feeling individually going into this game? It's a little bit of a head scratcher at the moment because you're scoring for fun in the Champions League. I think you're second or third top scorer, but you're not quite finding a net from open play in the Premier League. It's a bit of an unusual situation. Are you able to sort of get your head around it yourself?
Yeah, very unusual. I don't have an answer for you, unfortunately. It's just one of them things. I'm trying the exact same in both games. I'm trying to do the right things always. They're just going in the Champions League. I don't have an answer for you.
How much are you enjoying the Champions League and the challenges that it brings?
Yeah, I do love the Champions League. I think it brings out extra in players. I think it's just the biggest competition in the world for me. It's the best. It's what every player grows up wanting to play in this competition. So I'd be lying if I said it didn't bring out some extra motivation or adrenaline.
Got Lee Ryder in the bottom corner there, please, and then Damien 2 rows behind.
Hi, Anthony. What's it like being a modern day footballer? Because there's so many distractions that are there with social media. Everyone seems to want to have a say. What's it like for you after a game, whether you've played good, bad or indifferent?
I think it is what you make it. I stay off social media. I don't use it. So it's not that bad for me. I don't see a lot of it. I know a lot of players do. So, I mean, it's their choice. Like I said, it is what you make it, but it's not for me. I don't care for people's opinion, whether they love me or they don't like me. It doesn't bother me either way. So I find it okay.
Yeah. Can you use that as fuel going forward, do you think?
I think, again, it depends on the person, the individual. For me, I don't prefer to do that. I like to just go off my own motivation, the things that motivate me daily. But that comes from within for me. Like, everyone works differently. Some people can use the social media stuff for motivation. But yeah, that's not my style.
And just what is it about the Champions League lights playing under them this season? You really enjoyed it, and another big chance to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, I just think it's the biggest, it's the best. It's just you're facing against the European champions like we are tomorrow. You're playing all the best players, the best managers. You're travelling. I don't know. It's just the biggest and the best.
Thank you, Damien, please.
Hi, Anthony. Where do the 2 PSG games rank in your career?
Yeah, the first one was one of the best I've ever been a part of. If you're talking atmosphere, adrenaline, how I actually felt in the moment, I think that was definitely one of the best. Just how we pressed them, and we got the early goal, and then it just seemed to get better and better. It felt like it was just a night made for everyone in Newcastle. I just remember everyone being so happy, fans, players, staff, after the game. The second one, a little bit more frustrating. Amazing game, I think, from us, amazing performance, one that I was very proud of at the time because I know how hard we work for it. But then to obviously finish the game the way we did was tough.
Go Mark and then Kieran, please.
Anthony, it's been a sort of strange season in some ways because I think there's a little bit of a sort of cloud of negativity over it because you maybe not got quite the momentum. But it's the message from players that this could still be a historic season. You've obviously got a huge game tomorrow.
Yeah, of course. We're always trying to, like I said before, we're always trying to do the right things, no matter the competition. It's hard really to look at what competition we're playing in because the games come so thick and fast that we just try and do the right things. And like I was saying before, that's what I try and do individually as well. You can't really decipher between what type of game it is. You just give it your best. And that's all we can do as a team.
Kieran, and then Craig on this side, please.
Hi, Anthony. You mentioned the game a couple of years ago. The way it ended with the penalty, does that give you added motivation, and have you spoke about that amongst yourselves?
No, that's football and life. Decisions aren't always going to go the way you want them. Like I said, they're a top team. Sometimes they find a way to get a result. You kind of got to accept that sometimes. They are a top team, the world champions. It was devastating at the time, of course, but yeah, I'm kind of over it now.
And can I ask you about Nick and Yoane? Do you feel you're still adapting to having a different type of striker up front? What's that been like? Do you feel the team are adjusting to them and they're still adjusting to you guys, I guess?
Yeah, of course. I think it took me a long time to adjust to the way we play when I first come, so I understand the position they're in. And we got so many games, so they're sort of chopping and changing who's plays because of the heavy load we have. So I feel for them, it is difficult to adapt to the way we play. But the more and more I play with them, I'm getting used to them, getting used to the movements and stuff, and I'm trying to adapt my game to them the best I can to make them succeed.
Craig and then Martin, please.
Anthony, you've always been a really honest talker, and if you go back 2 years, you were hitting that level game on game, no matter what competition it was. Where do you honestly feel you're at this season in terms of that consistent level? Is there some high, some low, some indifferent? Just from your perspective, because there's so much analysis around you.
Yeah.
From your perspective, where are you at?
I think perception sometimes can distort reality a little bit. I think people's expectations of me have grew, and rightly so, and I'm completely fine with that. But I know I'm doing the right things every day. I try and do the right things, whether I'm flying, whether I'm not playing so well. I try and just do my best, and the result sometimes is kind of out of my hands. I'm also playing against right backs and stuff who are elite themselves, so I know people expect a lot from me, but they're also quite good players themselves, and yeah, they get paid quite well to stop me.
You said there as well, you don't look at social media, but away from that, I touched on it there, there's so much analysis around you, and that's almost the price on the ticket for an England player. You're probably aware of that. Do you mind it? Are we talking rubbish? Do we ever talk sense? What's your take on all of that noise and analysis around you?
No, I don't mind. It's not personal to me. It's just, it's your job. It's what you're meant to do. It's part of trying to be great at something. Is if you can't take people's opinions, good or bad, then you're probably not meant to be great, I don't think. So I think I take it quite well. I don't take it personal. I'm not a very sensitive person. Like I said, I just try and focus on myself all the time because that's all I can do. And the world we live in now, that just comes with the territory. It's the nature of the beast.
Cheers.
Go on, Martin there, and then gentleman at the back in the hat, please.
Hi, Andy. You use visualization techniques. Can you give us an insight into how that works for you? And what does the perfect visualization of the next 6 months of your career look like?
Visualization, I think everybody visualizes. I think since I first spoke about it, it kind of got made into this big deal. It's not that big of a deal. I think you visualize more than you realize. It's just sort of like when you're daydreaming out the car window, or just with a bit more focus. I don't want to look 6 months in advance, I'll be honest, because we got so many games that it'd be quite dangerous for me to do that. And yeah, every 3 days is tough, so I'm just focusing on tomorrow.
And can you say why it takes a player a certain amount of time to adapt to the way this Newcastle United team under Eddie Howe plays after a transfer?
I think it's very structured the way we play. We have freedom, but it's freedom within a structure. Because we work so hard at it, that there's so much detail around it. I think the relentless nature, the fitness, I spoke about that when I first joined. It took me so long to be Newcastle fit, to double, triple press goalkeepers and stuff like that. It's not easy, trust me. So I do feel for them, and it's a tricky team to come into. But I think once you nail it and you start to understand everything, you'll be the best version of yourself.
The gentleman there towards the back, please.
Hi, good evening. Newcastle sit 9th on the Premier League table. You guys won 3 games on the bounce, 8 in the Champions League with automatic qualification secured. Could you run me through the difference between playing in the Premier League and in the Champions League?
I think in the Champions League, teams are much more open. They all try and play. It's less transitional. I think in the Premier League, it's become more physical than I've ever known it to be. It's like a basketball game sometimes. It's so relentless physically. There's not much control. It's a running game, and sometimes it's about duels. Who wins the duels wins the game, or moments. The Champions League is a bit more of an older style of game. It's a bit more football based. Like teams come and try and play proper football. I think in the Premier League now you're seeing a lot more long throw-ins, set pieces. it's become a lot slower and a lot more set piece based, I would say.
Thank you. And just John Murray down here to finish, please. Just in the middle there. Thank you.
Hi, Anthony. Where does Hakimi fit on the list of the most dangerous opponents that you have to play against, or the most difficult of opponents, if he is going to play? But he's obviously been away, but it may well be him.
Yeah, I've spoken this before. I think he's the best for me. He's the best I've played against. He's actually gone on since I said that and become even better. Become a world champion. I think he was a key part in the team that won the Champions League. He added so many goals and assists from right back. He's just an incredible player, but that usually brings the best out of me, so I'm looking forward to it. I think you know me by now that I'll back myself against anyone, so I'm excited for it.
Is that what sets him apart, that he is so difficult at both ends of the field?
Yeah, when I was talking before about being tired the last time I was here, he was probably the main reason. Him and Dembélé on one side is not easy to do for 105 minutes or 110 minutes. But we'll try our best. I'll try my best to stop them and give them a problem going the other way, hopefully.
Might not be playing, of course.
Of course, yeah, if I'm playing.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.